Second day, chest day. First exercise, incline dumbbell press. Incline bench, probably about 45-degree angle. Could be less, I wouldn't say any more than that though, because you don't need a massive incline to hit your upper pecs. You only need a slight incline, maybe even one notch up from flat. Otherwise you're going to put on your front delts too much. So this session I found really hard because again, like here, I got to do the 4 seconds down before the press up, and the slight pause and then the press up and then the slight squeeze at the top. And that lowering part I was really finding quite hard to get right, because watch now, when I come down, I sort of speed through out of this bit, I come fast and then I start slowing it down to make up for the 4 seconds because I'm not fitting in the 4 seconds. And what I need to do eventually when my gym partner tells me what I'm doing wrong is when it gets to the top here, I need to literally come out with that bit right there so slow, which I didn't. And the second I did start doing that later on, because this is like maybe the third set maybe, or the second set I think this is, and then there's one more after this where I got it just right. I literally need to come out with the top bit so slow, and as soon as I did, instantly could feel my chest burning and contracting just to do that, and it was a lot harder. So it took actually quite a lot of this session to get used to this whole 4 seconds thing and keeping it on the pec the whole time, because I normally do that, but I'm normally chasing a burn and a pump, whereas this one was not about that. This one's about just holding that negative and just constant tension on the chest, not even really going for that stretch when you put your elbows down. You know, you sort of, it's more just about that contraction. You get halfway through the lowering phase, feeling the contraction, and then mid-contraction you're sort of pausing just before you're pressing up again, so it's just constant contraction after contraction, like with the legs. So here on the incline press, again, trying to get this right. I'm always a bit funny with bars. I don't really like using bars, to be honest. I like the incline bench, it's not too bad, but as far as bars go, like flat barbell, I'm done with that. That's a waste of time. It's not worth it, because there's dumbbells are way better. So this one here, like, it should be going straight down from there. See, so here I'm restarting. My hands are a little askew. That's the one, askew. My hands are a little out of place, and then I burnt myself out, obviously, on a couple of those reps. But as you can see here now, so the bar should go straight down. And then as it gets to the bottom, see how it goes towards the bottom of my body. See, that's like, so it's going straight down, and then it comes towards my, say, my feet, if you want to call it, my legs. Which isn't great, because then that's rotating my shoulder joints, my rotator cuffs, and that's obviously where you can get an injury. So really I need to be coming straight down, and it's quite hard to try and find that right place on this movement, especially when I'm trying to do this whole 4 seconds down thing, which I found even harder on this. So I probably could have dropped the weight even more. But yeah, I mean, like my chest right now though, this is the same day, so this is 11 PM, the same day as this workout, and my chest is already sore, my chest has already got DOMs and burning. So I know this session worked, but at the time it felt weird, because like I said, it wasn't about that pump and about that burn so much, it was just about that constant contraction and making your muscles work more slowly throughout the movement than they're used to. Even though obviously negatives are good no matter what, this is like super negatives. Even this bit here, so we're trying to do 4 seconds, not quite getting the 4 seconds, I don't think. In your head, I think you count 4 seconds way too fast probably, because really, you know, you're trying to get it done. At some points we actually brought out the timers to see how far off we were, and at some points, you know, we were doing it within 2 seconds and we thought we were getting to 4. So here, we're trying to stop. We're not trying to get that stretch, so we're stopping there where the chest is contracted there to try and stop my arms lowering. And then in that contracted moment here, I'm contracting it again. See how my chest gets lifted up? You can see my chest lift up when I'm contracting up. You can see it just raise ever so slightly. Try and imagine you're trying to hold a piece of paper. So my partner always tells me, you're trying to hold a piece of paper between your pecs, and you're not going to let it drop. So you're trying to contract those pecs the whole time to keep it there. So this is such a short range of motion, much shorter than I'm used to. But again, just constant tension all the way through. Then we're on to the flat bench flies. So it was 2 sets of flies. It was 3 sets on the last flies, 3 sets on this flies, 10 to 12 reps on both. And the incline barbell press, which we just done as well, that was only 6 to 8 reps and 3 sets. And that was hard, that's why it was lower reps. So this one here, he's putting his hand up on these flies, because when I come to the middle, I'm bringing it to the top, but the stop is almost just because I'm stopping my shoulder joints and all that moving. Whereas what he's trying to do here by putting his hand there, I've got to avoid crushing his hand. So as it comes to the top, I then got to make sure I contract my chest again in order to bring it to an abrupt stop, so that it doesn't touch or squash his hand. And then again, shorter range of motion, much shorter there. You can see it looks like they're hardly going down. These dumbbells don't go far at all. But the squeeze is constantly there. My chest is constantly squeezing the whole time. So like I said, completely different. I almost didn't enjoy the session because I didn't get that nice pump. I didn't get to look in the mirror and see all my chest and shoulders and all that all filled with blood and pumped up and vascular. But saying that, now my chest is absolutely killing. And then to finish off that session, it was 2 ab exercises. We've got the hanging crunches, which we were just too battered to do the 15 reps required here. The 12 to 15, so we just did them with the elbows, you know, on this thing. So here, see how my ass is coming off. I don't believe in just lifting your knees, because what you're doing there is you're just flexing your hips. So the top of your thighs, you're basically flexing it. But by bringing your ass off, that's when your abs are crunching in order to bring your ass up. And obviously I'm getting a bit weak, so I couldn't really throw in this last one up now to get my ass up. Absolutely killed these, really did. And I'm normally used to doing abs, but doing this, trying to slow it down into those 4 seconds again on that, which I wasn't quite doing again, it made it a lot harder. And then again, here we go, just finishing with the last floor crunches. Here, you're aiming to bring your shoulder blades off the floor. So notice how at the hip joint, there's nothing flexing there. This is purely abs. You can see my abs crunching in the middle, and you can even, just as I get to the top, you can see just it transfers onto the lower abs. So it crunches up through from the top of my abs, and then the crunch sort of goes all the way down through to my lower abs. And this one, again, absolutely burns, and it doesn't take a lot of effort, this one. Anyone can do this because it's not a huge movement. You just need to try and work on getting your shoulders off the floor. And that is the ab session done. This is my post-workout picture. I'm quite happy with the way I'm looking. The fat is dropping off. I'm at 170 pounds now, and I'm going to keep going. And that is this session done for that one. Check out the last video if you haven't watched it already. Otherwise, go on my channel and check out the vlogs and stuff like that. Please subscribe if you haven't already. That would be super awesome. And give this video a thumbs up. And drop me a comment if there's anything you want to see, because obviously this isn't my training, but I'm going to be bringing some of that to you soon. Thanks for watching.